Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, and bringing you my very late night, I suppose, One Piece episode 819 review. And before I get into the review, just want to say happy holidays, and Merry Christmas, everyone. I can't believe the year's almost over. Honestly, it's been honestly, Christmas just sort of came up on me, and I never even realized it until it actually was nearing, because I've been so busy with other shit this year aside from my, managing the channel. So yeah, but yeah, just Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you all out there, and yeah, but yeah, let's hope you're all having a good holiday. Hope you have a good holiday, and yeah, let's get into the review. So in the beginning, going into this episode, I kept hearing the same thing, which is it's a recap, so it's skippable. And while there are definitely parts of it that are like that, the episode parts of that iffy parts like that to the episode, I will say that I think the best thing, and I mean the absolute best thing that this entire episode did, was showcase things from Reiju's perspective and just how much she truly cares for Sanji. Like, again, reinforcing that throughout his life of hell living with his brothers and father, it was the women in his family that truly saved his life, hence why he's so chivalrous. And honestly, I think from her view and experience, Reiju probably believes that, but by pretty much in the beginning and the end of this chapter, and beginning and end of this episode, sorry, we basically see her basically telling Sanji to pretty much in order to leave and live on, and let the Vinsmokes die, and leave them behind, because the Vinsmokes again deserve to die out. But it's because I think and again, it's because A, she believes that the Vinsmokes and the German almost deserve to die out, and B, it's because she basically saw Sanji as, like, through everything of his father and his brothers calling him a weakling and a failure. In the eyes of both Reiju and his mother, Sora, they basically saw the only human in the family that was left. The rest are just freaking monsters. And can I just say, while we're on the subject of Sora, can I just say that Sora deserves to be right up there on the list of best anime moms, because she did everything she could to make sure her children wouldn't end up the way Judge wanted. And while she didn't completely succeed, she still did flip one giant middle finger to Judge by almost willing the drug she pretty much took to basically work on Sanji. And it did work, because in the end Sanji turned out completely human. So in a way, that's sort of Sora in her dying moments, basically flipping the giant middle finger to Judge, saying, "Fuck you, said Judge, fuck you. I managed to make one of them at least 100% human. Make them one of them 100% human. You may have succeeded with the majority, but you still lost with one. Fuck you." Like, yeah, that's the vibe I was getting from that. And at this point, I am 100% convinced that Sora's marriage to Judge was definitely an arranged one, because there's no way in flying hell a woman as kind as Sora would willingly marry a fuckwad like Judge, especially since he was, again, practically forcing her to give birth to super soldiers. I mean, for God fucking sakes, what kind of husband does that? I mean, God, Judge, he pisses me off. Honestly, just when I think that there's something Judge won't do in order that the Judge can't get any more sleazy, he does something to basically piss me off even more. And again, I guess this is something we kind of, seeing him forcing her to give birth to Ichiji, Niji, and Yonji the way they were. I guess that is something we already knew, but just kind of seeing glimpses of it is just like, fuck, Judge, why are you such an asshat? Jeez. And that's one thing I gotta give Oda credit, is that he knows how to write bad. He knows how to just write those, when he wants to make a character purely disgusting and hateable, he succeeds. He succeeded with Spondum, and he succeeded with Judge. Judge is just pure is just a pure hateable character. He really is. Like there's nothing redeemable about Judge whatsoever to him. And if there is, if there does end up being something, I'd be surprised from this point on. Um, Also, I forgot if it was mentioned in either anime or manga, but did Judge put Reiju through the same thing, through the same kind of experiment he put Ichiji, Niji, and Yonji through when Sora was pregnant with her? Because if he did, it looks like it didn't take all that well to her either, as the flashback and who she is now, and just throughout this entire episode. And I guess everything in Reiju Reiju embodies from the moment of her introduction. It almost seems like like if Reiju went through the exact same kind of process of making her into a super soldier like her brothers did, it didn't seem like it took all that much. It definitely didn't seem like it didn't completely take to her either, much like Sanji, because it didn't seem like it really didn't completely even take with her, because in a similar fashion to Sanji, it definitely seems like even though if she was morphed into a super soldier, she was definitely able to hold on to her humanity in a very similar way that Sanji was. Like just seeing her, the way she cares, like again, just seeing the way she cares for Sanji, the way she did, but pretty much all behind the scenes. It's just like, yeah, like Reiju. If Reiju's a super soldier like her brothers, then she definitely has. And she definitely has some. Then she definitely is a lot more human than they are, though. That's so she might have the strength of a super soldier, but emotionally she is definitely human. That's for sure. And and aside from like the whole epicness of that flashback, We see in the beginning, we see Jinbei freeing Nami and Luffy by burning the book prison that they're being held in, which honestly does make sense in the base logical idea of how you destroy a book. And when Nami said she felt like she had been through that before, it was a nice little throwback line to Little Garden, how basically Usopp basically burned that whole entire cake and freed Zoro, Nami, and Vivi. I'm pretty sure that is kind of where the line came from. But yeah, if it is, it was a nice little throwback to Little Garden. And of course, Oda and Toei getting their obligatory fan service out of the way by showing Nami holding onto her arm and seeing her boobs practically pop out of her scorched clothing. But like, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not gonna lie. I do got a bit of a soft spot for definitely some Nami fan service. So yeah, I'll definitely say that. And I love how casual Jinbei was about betraying Big Mom in this episode. Nami was there just asking him all these important questions about the dangers of him rescuing them and starting this little mini rebellion he got going, and he just shrugs it off and says like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll see where joining you guys gets me." Like, I'm sorry, but that whole scene just had me laughing. Like, seriously, bro, you're gonna risk going up against one of the Yonko. You're gonna risk your life going up against one of the Yonko at the risk of dying. Like, holy shit, Jinbei. Man, I wish I had those kind of guts you do, bro. And yeah, and I did. One thing I do like in this episode is the significance of Luffy's stomach growl in this episode, because in most cases his stomach growling is more of a comedic thing. It's used for comedic effect to lighten the mood, but here his stomach growling, it is used in a way that shows that yeah, Luffy's just putting on airs to hide how hungry he really is, because he refused to eat until Sanji's back, which is admirable, I will say. But Luffy, if you want to have any hope of being in top form against Big Mom, you need to eat something. And even then, after he does eat, I think he's still gonna need a miracle. I think you're still gonna need a miracle to beat her. Like, yeah, you in either situation, whether he eats or not, he's up against one of the Yonko. He's gonna have hell. He's gonna go through hell. But yeah, guys, that's my review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Not of Enemy, signing off. Later, guys.